What's going on, everyone? We are playing some Aerostar today. We're going to be playing on normal mode. Just want to keep it nice and simple. And let's get started. We are on the highway. Let's go. I have started school very recently, so videos will be coming out at a bit of a slower rate. I'm aware that this is a John, but I think school kind of takes priority over, hobbies. So we're just gonna go. And we're gonna forget about this, and we're gonna get immersed in a wild world of recolonizing Earth, or whatever the story of this game is. Alright, we're gonna collect an S. I'm not opposed to an S. We got a pretty good spread. We're pretty much covering, all the major bases of our ship. We got the sides. We just don't have the back, but, nothing ever comes from the back, so perfectly fine. We're going to jump around, jump, and get down to avoid those torpedoes. We're going to just go to the side to avoid those torpedoes. But alright. I think now we got a bit of a grace period. This thing shooting lasers isn't going to do pretty much anything. Now we're going to shoot lasers ourselves because lasers do tons of damage. The spread doesn't really matter when you could just kill everything in one shot, basically. We're going to get out of the sky because there are bullets in the sky. You don't want to get hit by a bullet. So let's get shooting. I said let's get shooting. Let's go around. Like that. I said like that. So let's see. What else could I talk about? Recently I figured out that on my phone, in addition to an emoji keyboard, I could also type those, not quite emojis, they still use symbols, but they're like symbols that are actually used for writing. I think they're like emoticons, but I always think of emoticons as specifically the ones with colons and parentheses. These are like the, if you know what, I think it's called Ozawa's Big Adventure. I want to say. Like the character that you play as in Ozawa's Big Adventure. I figured out that you could type those on my phone, so. That would be cooler if I actually, bothered to use, those, faces and stuff. Normally, I like to think that my tone is exemplified in my writing. No adjustments required. We don't want to get anything else here. I think we just want to... Okay. I was going to do it for the points, but we already cracked 20k, so we already got the extra life. And the boss battle's coming up, so we're chilling. Let's just shoot this guy in the face. He should take maybe 5 lasers to destroy. Or to get destroyed. We're just going to do figure eights. I said we're just going to do figure eights. And there we are. I did say that twice because I really needed it to work. You get a 1,000 point bonus. 2,000 point, 3,000 point, 4,000 point, 5,000 point bonus. Would you look at that? Now our bonus is going down, but that's because it's getting added to our actual score. And we are entering stage 2, the factory. It's always nice to get off the highway a little. You don't want to get highway hypnosis. Then you might get distracted. Because, that's what hypnosis is. Call me crazy, but I don't know how invested in hypnosis I really am. Because, I read it only works if you want it to work. So at what point do you just say, come on? I could imagine crazy stuff happening to me already. I wouldn't necessarily call that a new, phenomenon. We're just going to get that turret from the side. We will come from behind, and we will come swiftly and promptly even. Starting to sound like Snagglepuss a little. We're going to exit stage left, as Snagglepuss would say. POVS. Alright, I can still collect an S. I think lasers would be very beneficial to me right now because I don't really care much for the spread. I just care for getting a whole bunch of damage. I actually think the side shots are doing more than the front shots, which, I mean, it's a little novel. You don't really see that happen too often. And I mean, you can't really complain too much when it does. The shots are great. I could not complain. Okay. We killed that thing in like... Well, that thing's evisceration was imminent. Again, I collected another S because I just got greedy for points and I didn't want to change my lifestyle too much. But I mean, sometimes a lifestyle change is very welcome. Okay, we could talk about this. We are very close to the top of the screen, but I mean, like, you know, it's an auto-scroller. It's kind of something that you have to do. Mini-boss, which got absolutely destroyed. I don't know if it's officially a mini-boss, but we got whatever these things are, which, I mean, they aren't really particularly good, because, I mean, you gotta press down to get them to move up, and up to get them to move down, and I don't know, getting them to move down doesn't really seem very useful in the slightest. I mean, like, they could destroy bullets. I got an L. All I need is an S. We destroyed another one, so that is one piece of evidence against them being a mini-boss. I think they might just be a normal enemy, just a really big one. And I mean, that's pretty much what a mini-boss is. I mean, like, look at Birdo in Mario 2 USA. It's pretty much entirely a big enemy. Alright, but we're gonna shoot this guy like it's no one's business. It's my business, but it's my business, and business is booming. Speaking of booming, this guy got destroyed instantly. We are at 42k points. Perfect. 0. Alright. I will tell you guys, it is the weekend tomorrow, so there will be another Pokemon Let's Play. So I carved out a perfect amount of time. And the video will be filmed after 5:40. Speaking of having enough time. So no one has to worry their pretty little head. Alright, shoot once more. There we are. We are back on the saddle. We are going to shoot pretty much all this nonsense. Okay, we could talk about this. And I mean, you don't need to talk when you could jump. Perfectly fine. What am I going to call this episode? Maybe something like Gray Ships Can't Jump. I think that'll be a good title. Certainly I would get a kick out of it. And I mean, that's pretty much all that matters. You gotta upload videos with titles that you would click on. Okay, let's shoot this guy in the face. Let's jump up to here, and then jump up to there. And jump up in the air. If I'm feeling frisky. These bullets are aerial bullets, so they shouldn't affect me on the ground, as things in the air typically do. It's like, I don't know, is it Magic the Gathering with the flying attribute? I don't know, because I don't play Magic the Gathering, but I think that's in the game. are. How should I know? The only card game I'm crazy about is Rummy 500. I mean, that's a lie. There are other card games I'm into, but I think Rummy 500 is a pretty good twist of expectations, because, I mean, you would expect me to say a trading card game, but I just said, like, a straight-up card game. Not to say that trading card games aren't straight-up card games. I mean, traditional. Traditional. That seems like a better word for it. Okay, we almost got shot in the face, but we are platforming surprisingly well. How often can you say that about a shoot 'em up? I know I've probably said that every single time I've played this game, which, I mean, let's face it, it's a lot. I love this game, but, I mean, it's fitting. It's really all you can say. It's like saying, like, wonderful weather we're having. It's a pretty cliched conversation opener, but, like, I mean, hey, it's used a lot for a reason. Alright, we did jump. We just had to exercise the old thrusters real quick. Now we're going to shoot this boss. Now we're going to get hit in the face by this guy. Alright. Let's see if I remember how to beat this guy. This boss seems like a very sharp incline in difficulty. Am I even hitting him? I don't know, but I don't want to risk it. So I think touching the sides of him is not a good idea. Okay, we did get some good shots in them right there. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought I was safe there, but, you know, he still has a big gun to my head, so I was about as safe as you can be with a big gun in your face. So, not very. Comparatively safe. Compared to what? I don't know. Maybe like a vacation in Somalia. Okay. Somalia, like, in a civil war right now? I think I heard that somewhere. Like, Somalia versus, like, Somaliland. I don't know too much about that. I haven't really read that in the news. I think I just kind of saw, like, had a passing glance in a YouTube short. Oh, YouTube shorts about, like, I don't know, global politics aren't exactly things that I watch. Should I be watching that? I mean, I guess it would make me a little more cultured. Okay, come on. Alright, we killed him. It wasn't pretty, but we still got him. Perfectly fine by me. It's perfectly fine by me. Allow me to say it clearly again. It is perfectly fine by me. We're going to go to stage 4. And we are in a realm of spikes. This doesn't seem too familiar. Come to think of it. I may have made it to here in a previous episode, but I mean, like, I really am not sure. Alright, yeah, I definitely haven't made it to this level before in my life. I've never seen these blocks that you had to destroy. I never really liked that as a trope in shooter games, personally. You just have a whole bunch of, like, path that you need to clear out. Like, that's definitely the most annoying part of, if you know Dragon Spirit on NES. I've talked about it before, but I've never played it on the channel. But, I mean, in Dragon Spirit, there's, like, the ice level and the forest level. That's, like, the two, big culprits here, and I just got shot. Alright. think I'm just going to have to keep on moving. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. Okay, where am I going? I think I'm going up here, maybe? I am not going up there. Alright. This has just been one bad decision after another, but we didn't even land on the platform there. I think that's game over. 83,300 points. I'm artificially inflating my score there a little, but I mean, I'm trying to get a little crazy, sneak it by you. Make my score seem a little more impressive. Get the street cred, as you will. We're not going to continue because, I mean, where's the fun in that? There is fun in continuing, just not filming your continues. Usually there isn't fun. There is occasionally, like for example in my latest gun knack video, I used to continue. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. Anyway, like I said before, tomorrow will be a Pokemon video day where I will defeat Lieutenant Surge and maybe collect a Diglett. So I will see you guys next time.